So in this class, students, we are going to learn about relative pronouns. Let me share the screen with you. Are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now let us understand. This relative pronoun means what? First of all, try to understand what is pronoun. What is pronoun in your own words? Can you tell me?
In place of noun, we can add
Noun.
pronouns.
It is a word which places the noun. Oh, sorry, which replace the noun. Which replace the noun. This is the only definition of pronoun now.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
the
sir.
pronoun is a word which restricts the repetition of noun. Which restricts the repetition of noun in a sentence or a paragraph. Okay. But as far as we concern about the relative pronouns are actually related to what? They are the conjunctions. They are the conjunctions between two or more than two clauses. Two or more than two clauses. Now there is another question. What is clause?
Sir, joining two words or two sentences.
This is
Sir,
clause.
an incomplete sentence.
Huh?
An
It is a,
incomplete sentence.
sir, it is a sentence that
Incomplete sentence.
doesn't
That
make
is
complete
clause.
meaning.
So who said this? An incomplete sentence?
Ashita.
Okay, Arshita. What is this? Is it incomplete? This sentence?
I think so, sir.
Is this incomplete, Arshita?
Sir, that I reached, no, sir. It's like the dependent sentence.
Vilohit, is this the sentence like I reached the station? I reached the station. Or you may add here. I reached to the station. Okay. But don't use to. Use to is not generally used. I reached the station. It is a clause. I says, I say it is a clause. But this clause is principal clause or main clause. See, what is clause? Clause is a sentence. Sometimes it expresses its meaning completely or it conveys the meaning completely. That sentence is called the main clause, where there is one subject and one verb. Or you may say in another word, one subject and one predicate. See, in this sentence, there is only one subject and there is only one predicate. Reach the station. Understood? And one subject I. So it is conveying the complete meaning of its own. But whenever we say like I bought the golden watch and gifted it to my friend, and I gifted it to my friend. There are two sentences and they are joined with a conjunction and. Here I did not write here I did not write I, but it is understood. I bought the golden watch and I gifted it to my friend, but I did not here I because I don't want to repeat it. Okay, I don't want to repeat the subject, but it is understood that there are two sentences. Okay, and both the sentences are having their own subjects. I and I bought the golden watch. This is the one predicate. Gifted it to my friend. This is another predicate. Understood? So whenever the conjunction and, both, because, like such conjunctions are there in the sentence, and those conjunctions are joining the two different sentences, that is called coordinating conjunction. Which conjunction or which clause? Coordinating clause. Would you please reply to it or not? Okay.
Yes.
Now, the last clause is subordinate clause. The subordinate clause is the clause which is depending upon the another clause to express its meaning or to convey its meaning. Here, I bought the golden watch and I gifted it to my friend. Okay. Which was lost in a party. Now, here if you will see the sentence from which was lost in a party. What was lost in a party? Watch. Okay. Watch was lost in a party. Understood? So this sentence is incomplete without the first sentence, because we are not getting what was lost. So this is called subordinate clause, where the relative pronouns are used. What are used? Yes.
The correct definition of clause is what, sir?
Clause is a sentence which has its own subject and predicate. That is called clause. But clause can have different types, and their types are principal clause, subordinate coordinating clause, and subordinating clause. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Always the sentence has a subject and a predicate. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this sentence, what I wrote here, it is giving you the principal clause, the coordinating clause, as well as the subordinating clause. So, whenever we say the relative pronoun, see, we are not here to learn about the clauses, but it has come to the point. That is why I explained about clause here. Got it? Now let us come back to what? To the relative pronoun. What is the relative pronoun? Relative pronoun, actually it tells the relation with other words in a sentence. It tells the relation of a noun with other words in a sentence. Are you getting the point? Just refer the sentences which are given below. This is the boy who is my best friend. Who is my best friend? The boy. Okay. Suppose I would have said the sentence like, this is the boy is my best friend. That would go wrong grammatically. This is the boy who is my best friend. ये लड़का है जो मेरा बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है. जो. So this jo or this word who is referring to the noun which is used before, exactly before the relative pronoun, and this is telling the relation of boy with the rest of the sentence or rest of the words in a sentence. Are you getting? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tells the relation of this noun with these other words which are used. This is the book which I like most. I like most. What did I like most? The book. Okay. I have lost the watch that you presented me. This is the boy whose friends are coming today. These are the boys or girls whom all praise. Now, there is another aspect of understanding these relative pronouns, and that aspect is with which noun shall we use who, which, that, whose, whom. This is very, very important. Like one relative pronoun is not given here, like how is also a relative pronoun. How? Just this. She taught me how to make a doll. She taught me how to make a doll. Understood? So this how is relating this object now. See why this relative pronoun how is not taken over here, because it is followed by the object. Okay, she taught me how to make a doll. So me is an object and therefore it is not categorized in the relative pronoun over here, but it is showing the relation of this sentence with this, with the first sentence. She taught me how to make a doll, right? Okay, so let us understand what the relative pronoun is. In above sentences, each sentence has two sentences or clauses joined by words who, which, that, whose, whom, etc. These words are called conjunctive pronouns. These words are also known as conjunctive pronouns because these act as conjunctions between two clauses. Between two clauses, they act as they act as conjunction. What is conjunction? The joining word is known as conjunction. These words are also called relative pronouns because these relate the second clause with the first clause, or in simple way you may say the other words with the noun in a sentence. Okay, and these are used to represent their antecedent or the noun just before them. Antecedent means what? The past, or we may say in simple language before. So what is used before the relative pronoun? That is a noun. What is that? That is a noun. So they show the relationship of that particular noun with the other words in a sentence. Understood?
Yes,
Like
sir.
the word who represents the noun boy, and hence it acts as pronoun here because who is relating boy with other words in a sentence. As this words relates second clause with first clause, that second clause, who is my best friend, and its description is this is the boy. This is the boy, like. Understood? That is why it is called as relative pronoun. Okay, now let us understand the usage of relative pronouns. How do we use who and when do we use? Try to understand the pattern. Whatever the pattern is given, that pattern is important. I told you earlier here that with what shall we use these pronouns? Relative pronouns is very important. Is very important. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So whenever there is a person plus relative pronoun plus verb, there would be relative pronoun. Let us understand with these two sentences. I know Mr. Sharma who teaches you English. So Mr. Sharma is a person, and what is verb here? Teaches. Okay. And here also you may see the verb only. Or I know Mr. Sharma who teaches you English. Here it is giving you for person, and for verb, the boy who is standing there is my brother. Who is standing means who is used before, after boy means noun, but it is used before verb as well. What is the verb? Is standing. Did you get it? So this pattern is to be understood. Person plus relative pronoun, verb plus relative pronoun. Did you get it? Is there any confusion?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Girls?
No.
Ah, yes. Someone was asking something, beta. Hello?
Sir.
Yes, I am listening to you. Please ask.
Nothing, sir.
Hmm?
Nothing, sir. I didn't ask anything.
You didn't add anything?
No, sir.
Okay. See, second use means the use of whom. How to use it? When do we use whom? Whom is generally used when there is any person before the blank space where we have to use whom. So there should be a person and another person plus verb after the blank space. See, pattern is given like person plus relative pronoun whom plus subject. That should also be a person, and after that there should be verb. So the boy is, what is boy here? It is a person. Whom he gave, he is a person and gave is a verb. The boy whom he gave money was very poor. Okay, there the clause is completed. What is completed there? The clause is completed. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes or
Sir.
no? Don't go
Yes, sir.
blindly. Huh?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Let us go for another example. The man, it is also person, whom I, person, helped was in trouble. The man whom I helped was in trouble. The lady whom you talked, the lady whom you talked with is my aunt. Okay, so person blank space plus person plus verb. Okay, this is the structure of using whom. Let us understand another use of, means not another but the use of whose. Whose is having different patterns, many patterns, as you can see here. Person, then whose plus thing plus verb. First example that would be. Understood? The man, person, whose shirt is blue is my uncle. Here it is. Shirt is thing and verb is. Understood? The man, second pattern. Person plus whom. Whose. Thing plus person plus verb. So the man whose car you borrowed. Whose car you borrowed is my neighbor. The man whose car you borrowed, in the sense person plus thing plus person plus verb. Thing, person, verb. Okay, these are the patterns where we use or put relative pronouns. Okay, if you are getting all these patterns very means very nicely there, so definitely nothing would be the difficulty you would face over there. Got it? But the precaution must be taken while deciding the use of whom and whose. Okay, because whenever we use both, so both are similar like. Okay, they are similar like, but we should not be fall prey for that actually. Okay, for what? Whom and whose. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hmm. Next pattern, I would be sharing this PDF with you so you can go through that. Use of which is also a relative pronoun where it should be used, which is generally used when there is a lifeless thing. It means inanimate thing, okay, or any dead thing or animal. Only for two things, lifeless thing or animal before the blank space and a noun or a verb after a blank space, like the dog which the dog which bite you is his. The book which Mohan gave me is yours. Thing which, that is lifeless thing, that is animal. Mohan is person and gave is subject. Sorry, verb. Okay. So in this case, you have to use which. But if there is anything or animal plus preposition before the blank space, then which is used. Like the post for which I was selected is temporary. I don't like the house in which he lives. Okay, in which he lives. Here, see, the preposition is used, and after preposition, which is used. Okay, understood? Next is what. What is a word which can be used to ask a question as well as it can play the role of relative pronoun. When there is blank space in the beginning of a sentence, that is like what is used. When there is blank space after verb, like this is what he likes. When there is blank space after the verb plus object and there is no antecedent in the sentence, like this, do what you please. What you please in the sense, whatever you like to do. Give him what he demands. Verb plus object. Verb plus object. Please tell me, verb plus object, what you need. Understood? Again, the same structure or pattern is being used. Use of when. When generally tells you the adverb of time. Okay, it is an adverb of time. If time is given just before the blank space, when is used as relative pronoun. Like it was midnight when the thief entered the house. When did he enter? When it was midnight. It was Sunday. Again, the time is given. When? It was 2010. Time is given. So which relative pronoun would be used? When would be?
When will use?
Because when is a word which refers to the time. Okay? It may be certain or yes.
Once explain what, sir?
Huh?
Once explain what? Use of what?
use of,
What?
see, use of what, first of all, it is an interrogative word or WH type of word which is used to ask question. But in matter of, or in case of relative pronoun, it can be used in many ways. Okay, like it can be used in the beginning. What cannot be cured must be endured. Okay, what can means जो हो नहीं सकता, ये जो cured नहीं हो सकता उसको पहले करना चाहिए. Okay, या उसकी केयर करनी चाहिए, like that. This is what he likes. What generally in Hindi it gives the answer for Joe. Okay, understood?
Yeah, sir.
Do what you please. जैसा लगता है वैसा करो. Do what you please. Give him what he demands. Please tell me your what your need or what you need. Sorry, what you need. Please tell me your needs, or please tell me what you need. This is not a question. This is a relation between the verb and the rest of the sentence there. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
When I explained over here, when is used when the time referring word is used in the sentence. Okay. Then only when is used. Use of where. Where it denotes you the place. Okay. When denotes you the time. Where is used if there is place related noun. Which related noun? Place related. This is the temple where Gandhiji was shot dead. This is the school where I studied for 5 years. The house where I am staying is very big. Where actually this relative pronoun is used whenever there is the word which is referring to the place. It is very simple to understand. Why? Whenever there is a reason, then only we use why as a relative pronoun. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For example, this is the reason why he didn't come. This is the reason why I called you. Okay. I asked him why he has come. Understood? I asked him why he has come.
Sir, we can write this example. That was this is the reason why I have went to school.
This is the reason why I went to school. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. This sentence also work there. Now,
Okay, sir.
the last one is that, use of that. See, in many ways that is used. Many ways. Like if there is superlative degree before the noun, superlative degree before noun, the tallest. So that is used. Mohan is the tallest boy that reads in our school. If the sentence is interrogative, what is he that troubles you? Sorry, who is he that troubles you? What is it that worries him so much? Who is the man that abuses you? What is it that you like? Understood? If there is an interrogative sentence, okay, and in that before the blank space there is subject, that may be any human being or anything or animal as well. Okay, so in all the cases that can be used. If
Sir?
then
What is interrogative, sir?
interrogative sentence is a question. Interrogative means question. Asking question. Okay, query. That is called question, interrogative. If there is any one of the following words before the blank space, only, any, same, all, nothing, no one, nobody, anybody, anything, none, little, etc. That time we use that. Like all that glitters is not gold. This is the same person that you beat. Okay. If there are person plus thing or person plus animal before the blank space, that time also that is used. The man and the dog that you see live in the next house or next door. The cowherd and his cow that we see walking on the ground live in this village. Person plus animal. Person plus animal. Okay. Even the thing can be used. If there is preposition after the verbs of relative clause, like I know the man that you are talking about. See, about is used at the last. If there is preposition after the verbs of relative clause, after the verb is talking and preposition is used at the last. So in this case, that is used. What is used? That I know the man that you are talking about. I know the man about whom you are talking. See, this sentence can be changed to this if you are using about immediately after the noun. Okay, it would be that would be replaced with whom. I know the house that he lives in. This is the book that I told you about. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes,
How
sir.
can you change this sentence like this? This
Sir,
is
your
the
voice.
book about which I told you, isn't it? Would it be correct sentence? If you are using about immediately after noun, that is book. Okay, so that would be replaced with which. Understood? Or whom. Let us go for exercise now. Can you solve this?
Yeah, sir.
Exercise number 1.
Yes, sir.
Who will tell the answer? First one, the building. Fast.
Sir, it is.
Sir, can I say? Sir, can I say Bhargav?
Yes,
Where,
Bhargav.
Sir,
Sir, where will come, sir?
Where?
Where?
Why?
sir,
Where?
it was the first only.
Ah, yes. But why? Where only?
Sir,
Sir,
because it's
indicating
coming
the
with time, sir.
time is
No.
indicating.
It is telling you the place. It is telling you the place.
Sir,
Will
and
you?
time also, na, sir, 1920s.
That would give you the relative pronoun like when. When would be used. But here the question, the blank space has come immediately after the noun, and that noun is representing the place. That is why where would be used. Okay, Bhargav?
Yeah, sir.
That is Peter, the boy. Tell me first.
Sir, who?
Who? That is Peter, the boy who has just arrived at the airport. Very good. Why who? Person plus blank plus verb. Okay, this pattern is used over here. Third, do you remember the name of the man? What should be there?
Sir, I'm a little confused in this, sir.
Here, whose will be used.
Whose?
Okay, sir.
Do you remember the name of the man whose
Whose
car you
car?
crashed into? Okay, so the person plus whose plus thing. This pattern
Yeah.
will be used. I mean, I mean what I
I mean what I say.
what I say.
What I say?
Very good. The hotel.
Which we stayed.
No.
Stayed in was the
Sir, which we stayed was was
No,
very
no, you are going again wrong. The hotel where we stayed in was very good. Got it?
Yes,
Why
sir.
I use where? Because it is referring the place.
Yeah,
This
sir.
is the best book.
Which I have ever loved.
This is the
Best book which I have ever loved.
which or that.
Sir, I think so that.
Are you
Yeah.
confused?
Little bit.
This is the best book. The best book. Superlative degree.
That's
That very nice.
Yes.
Just we have learnt, na?
Yes, sir.
So this is the thing that you have to find out in the sentence.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
You did not give attention to it, and that is why you could not tell me. You just use which. Okay, and that is wrong. Mrs. Richa,
Who is a taxi driver?
who is a
Taxi driver.
taxi driver, who will be
Lives in a village.
lives in a village. Very good. Thank you very much for your email.
That was very interesting.
That was very interesting.
That was very interesting. Very good. The man.
Whose father?
Whose
Father.
father is
Father is
professor
the professor.
for his
Umbrella.
umbrella.
The children
Who shouted?
Who shouted?
shouted in the
The
street
street are not
are not from our school.
school.
But is it correct to use who?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Person plus verb, no, sir.
Hmm?
Person plus verb, sir. Who? It is correct to use, sir.
Okay.
Last
Correct, sir.
person plus verb, sir. Shouting, no, sir. It is verb.
Very good. So the children who shouted in the street are not from our school.
Good.
Very good. So children, I am going to share this PDF with you in the Wise app. Just go through that and try to solve it. Okay, direct go to the exercises. Don't go for the other things. Otherwise, you will be cheating on that. But don't cheat on that. I believe in you, and you will directly go to the exercise at the end. And at the end, there the answers are given. Even those answers are not to be seen. Understood, beta? Romy?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So till this we have completed with the relative pronoun. Next time I will be coming with the new topic. Till that time, thank you very much for joining the class. Have a nice time. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye,
you,
sir. Have a nice day.
Bye,